county rival Salem Lions, and the other one to the Mid-Southern Conference rival North Harrison. It's not going to be an easy game tonight for the Senators. Senator Nation has its doubts about what this team can do. Is this the team that has been primed to win a sectional championship, or is it a team that falls short? Is this going to be the team that pushes the pace and makes the game a helter-skelter one, or is it a team that can control the pace and limit the turnovers? Is this the team that can pull off an upset in a game that they are not favored, or will it be a case of the better team rolls tonight? In my opinion, we find out what this team is made of. The Lady Senators match up well against the Musketeers and have the firepower to play with anyone. In order to do that, Ryan Russell has to get going from three-point land. If she doesn't, that brings the Musketeer defense. If she does, that brings the Musketeer defense out and allows Maddie Bausman and Cassidy Keltner to dominate inside on a smaller team. Keith, what are your thoughts?
This is going to be a good one tonight. Atmosphere in here is really good. Pekin's ready here. They're here ready to play some ball. Our girls are ready to play some ball. Hey, the two teams that they lost to, North Harrison, Salem, we both know that they're good, reputable teams. That's for your two losses. I know they came in hitting that buzzer beater against Brownstown, which I'm sure Brownstown's not a slouch either. We're going to have to come out and play. This is going to be a good test to see where we're at and who wants to step up and who wants to play with a team effort. Team effort.
That's the word of the day, team effort. In order for the Lady Senators to win tonight, it's got to be a team effort all around, and it's the same for the Pekin Musketeers. Pekin has made themselves a name in 2A basketball with only 6 losses in the past 2 years. You know they're always going to be ready and give you their very best every night. The savvy freshman point guard that led Pekin to a state championship is now a junior. Isabel Claywell leads the team in every statistic and is their go-to player. If you have any doubts, you can ask Brownstown because she beat them on a last-second three-pointer in overtime. Pekin is a very young team other than her, and many of their players play both JV and varsity. That doesn't mean that they aren't experienced. This group has played a lot of basketball together, and Coach McBride has high expectations for them. Keith, what are your thoughts on what the Lady Senators have to do tonight to get a win over this ranked opponent?
It's going to be a tough game. Like I said, they're going to have to come together and play as one. You're going to have energy. We're going to have to stay out of foul trouble. Cassidy Keltner can't be going here picking up fouls. I'm sure their scouting report says, take it at Cassidy, give her ball fakes. Let's try to get her in foul trouble so we can get her on the bench. Changes the dynamic of the game. We got to have Hattie's back, our point guard, after being out last game with the injury. Hopefully she's fresh and ready to go, healed up a little bit. Like I said, we're just going to have to come together and play as one, and, there is no I in team. Everybody's got to do their part, and good things will happen.
You're exactly right. That's the way this team has to play in order to come out of here tonight. If you remember 2 years ago, that was the team that really came out and played as a team to show what they were made of. Rihanna Watson had a great evening, along with Cora Miller, who had a lockdown defensive evening. So, it's going to take a team effort, just like that same game 2 years ago.
Like you said, they're young. They're young. They one senior on the team and a lot of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. So this ought to be interesting. This will be a good test to see where we're at in the season. They're a tough team. You get this win, you can kind of build off this. This is a good middle of the season type win to build on, getting ready for that home stretch, and so we'll see how it goes.
We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break, and we will be back in just a few minutes to hear from Coach Russell in his pregame talk that we sat down and had with him. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Senator head coach Darren Russell. Darren, you've already played a game this week. You were able to escape with a win from Perry. You come into tonight with Eastern coming to town, a team that has typically had West Washington's number, 2 wins in the past 15 years. So, what are you looking for tonight out of your girls to be able to get that win?
Well, we've got to play with more intensity. We've got to be smarter tonight than we were on Tuesday night. And just handle the pressure. Eastern is one of the best defensive teams year in, year out that we're going to face in the half court. And, we've got to be patient and, not get rattled, not give them turnovers. And, just take care of the ball and hit our shots, and then we'll see what happens at the end.
The last couple of years that you've played Eastern, 2 years ago, you were able to get a win here. I believe it was by 6 points. And then Eastern goes on to win a 2A state title. Last year they kind of sent a message with a 71-39 win. They're at Pekin. So then coming back to this game tonight, I'm sure Eastern still remembers that defeat that they had the last time they were here in the building. They do return one starter from that team, Isabel Claywell. She is their point. She's kind of their go-to girl. What's the plan to stop her tonight?
Yeah, the thing is, Isabel is an extremely intelligent point guard. She does not try and do too much. She doesn't force anything. She knows what she's capable of, and she's the one that just calms them down and makes sure their offense is running and gets their offense where it needs to be at. And you leave her open. She's gonna knock shot down. She's not gonna force anything, but she's good at far as finding the open space and know when teams are doubling down and they get it back to her, and she's able to knock down the three. And she also counts a lot on being able to get steals and run out layups, and that's something we really want to control tonight.
Their other kind of go-to player is Shelby Patton. She had a big game against Mitchell and also one against Brownstown, which the Lady Musketeers were able to win both of those games. What's the plan to kind of stop her or slow her down?
Well, again, I don't give them a lot of easy shots. Don't allow them to get into the lane. Just make them work for everything they get. I feel like watching some of these games that they've played, teams just looked at them and backed off of them, and they got on a roll and was able to get some shots. And again, a lot of it is transition type stuff. So our transition defense has got to be good tonight too.
Coach McBride always has his team, ready to go no matter where they're playing. Over the past couple of years, I think I saw that they have 16 losses over a 3-year span. Last year they were, you could consider it upset in sectional. He's always got a team that scrambles on defense, and you're never quite sure what they're going to throw at you on the offensive end. You've got a lockdown defender in Maddie Bousman. Who does she draw tonight?
I think we rotate her around on either Claywell, on Patton. She may guard Crumpton some inside, but just depending upon what their lineup is, because they've got 10 girls total in their program, so they're kind of limited in the amount of quarters girls play. So based upon who's in the game will probably determine who Maddie's got. But if she's guarding inside, our guards. I've got confidence this year in our guards being able to guard their guards.
Eastern, as a team, averages 44 points a game and gives up 40, so they've had a lot of close games. They do have 2 losses, one to North Harrison, who is a typical powerhouse North Harrison team with their big, and then they lost a close one there to Salem. Those are their 2 losses, and what were those teams able to do to Eastern that that allowed them to get those wins?
The one common denominator between Salem and North Harrison is the big post inside. And I think that's where they have trouble. Last year they had a lot of trouble with Cassidy inside. I think she had 17 points against them last year, and they really never did figure out a way to stop her. And I'm sure that's going to be their focal point tonight, and make her work for everything she gets, and it's going to be important that we have some guards step up and make shots, and then obviously Maddie continue to play the way she's been playing.
Let's flip the script to your team a little bit. Cassidy, you've mentioned, has to have a big game. She's averaging 12 points, 8 rebounds. Against Mitchell, didn't show up. Then against Perry was in foul trouble early. What's been the talk with Cassie to keep her on the floor and keep her in the game?
Well, just make her realize. I mean, 2 out of the last 3 games, she's sitting over on the bench more than she's playing, going back to the Salem game. And, we've got to have her on the floor. And that's what I've talked to her. I would rather you give up a layup than make some stupid foul and, trying to block all these shots. Just wall up, be strong, and make them shoot over top of you. But do not put yourself in a situation where you got to sit on the bench for an extended period of time.
Last game out, Gracie Abels was able to get the start. I didn't have her coming out of the game at all, so she played the whole time. Kind of gave you a little bit of a spark there offensively that she hadn't been able to do before. I think she had 8 points in that game. You kind of look at your lineup. You've got a solid starting 5, and then your next group in. It's next man up, or in girls basketball, next woman up. Is Gracie that person, or is it going to be Lexi, or
And I think it varies. If we get a guard in foul trouble, it's probably going to be Lexi. But with Cassidy and Maddie, Maddie's not going to be in foul trouble, but she needs a break sometimes. And Gracie, but Gracie and Lexi both played really well Tuesday night, and really it was the difference in the ball game. But the thing that I was really, really happy with was Gracie played a lot more aggressive, a lot more relaxed than she has at any point this year. And that's what we're wanting her to get to, is to play like that all the time. And I think, as the season progresses and the more time she gets, the more comfortable she's going to get.
Pekin's in kind of the same boat you are with a little bit of low numbers. A lot of their girls that play some varsity minutes also play some JV minutes. Same way with you. You've got Lexi, who's getting some JV minutes in, and then Gracie, who gets some JV minutes in. How much does that take a toll on the girls, playing a couple of JV quarters and then playing a large part in the varsity game also?
Well, I think with Lexi and Gracie, it's good for them because it allows them to play and get relaxed and get some confidence in the JV game. Gracie's going to play 1 quarter, Lexi's going to play 2. So, the other school of thought on that is they're allowed 5 quarters a night. So, there's been some games where they've not got in. I mean, we've had to go with our starting 5 for basically the entire game. So, and that's our future for next year. And I don't want them just sitting over there. And I want them to play at least 1 or 2 quarters every night. And so that's the route we're going with that right now.
Last time out, Hattie Griffiths was not in the lineup with an injury. Ryan struggled with some shoulder things over the past couple of years. What's the health of your team right now?
Well, I think we're pretty good. Lexi fell on her funny bone the other night. She was good come Wednesday night in practice. Hattie, her shoulder, she said it was fine, so she started practice last night. The first time we got on the line to run, she ran halfway down the floor and just stopped. She started having pain in her knee, and so there's nothing structurally wrong. Hopefully she's going to be able to go tonight. We're going to get a brace on it and hopefully keep it in. But that's what I told her. I said, you get over the shoulder and now it's the knee. So we got to. She's going to try it. We're going to see how it's going to go, and but it's just this time of year you never know what's going to happen injury wise, and we're other than that we're healthy.
Looking forward, you've got a couple of games before your Christmas break where you get some time off, some time to heal. You've got a lot of games, but what's going to be your starting lineup tonight based on what you've got and able to go with?
We're going to go back with Hattie at the point and see how she does, and if her knees bother her, and then of course we'll go with Ryan, Sarah, Maddie, and Cassidy, and then Gracie and Lexi ready to come off the bench. Hopefully we're able to get into a rotation where we can sub based on want to rather than need to, where Cassidy, Ryan, whoever's in foul trouble. So, that's the way we're going to start out tonight.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us, and we will see you after the game.
All right, thanks, Craig.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium on the Ron Smith Court. We have the Lady Senators versus the Lady Musketeers in a county matchup. Keith, our keys to victory tonight for the Lady Senators. Number one, we've got to keep Claywell out of the paint. She's a dribble drive girl who can definitely get into the lane. So we've got to keep her out of that and make her live by the three-point shot.
Yeah, whatever defense we come out in, whether it's zone or man-to-man, we got to know where she is. And like I said, be ready to help with her. Keep her out of there. Don't let her get in there and do some damage. But she can find girls out on the perimeter. She's a good ball player, so you got to really, like I said, you got to know where she is at all times.
Number two, we have to rebound, 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 and for one more time, just for emphasis, we've got to rebound.
Yeah, we don't want to give them second chance opportunities, you know. That's when they really come back to bite you. So we have to block out. Everybody's got to go to the boards.
They're definitely a smaller team, so it's one of those that we have the advantage on the boards, but we've got to play big. We can't allow them to get in and snatch the ball out of our hands once we already grab that rebound.
Yeah, no second chances.
And the third one is use the crowd to keep Eastern down. We've got a nice crowd here tonight for this county matchup, and we've got to get off to a good start to get those crowd, the crowd that's here into the game.
Yeah, a lot of the young little Senator girls are over there. They're representing pretty good. There's a lot of little kids over there, man. A lot of people here tonight. Crowd, if we get off to a good start, get this crowd into the game, good things will happen. We feed off that energy. Ryan's going to have to knock down some shots. Cass is going to have to stay out of foul trouble. Everybody's going to have to do their best, because this is going to be a true measuring stick to where you're at.
That's true right there. I mean, it's a measuring stick of where we are and what we're looking to become. So it's one of those we've got to play the game that we know how to play and do what Coach Russell has had us trained to do and ready to do.
Yeah.
We are about 35 seconds away from the national anthem, so we're going to go ahead and get that started, and we'll be back with our starting lineup in just a few moments. We return. The Pet Band has played the national anthem. You've heard the national anthem there at home. We are ready for our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. The Eastern Musketeers go with their normal set. Isabel Claywell, the junior point guard, number 12, starts for them. Also, number 14, Shelby Patton. The third guard in the set is number 22, Brooklyn Casey. Up front, they play Lily Crumpton, number 24, and 34, Kendra Still. The Lady Musketeers are coached by Mr. Michael McBride, who is 171 and 91 on his 12th year at Eastern. They are 6-2 this year. Like I said earlier, their 2 losses are to Salem and to North Harrison. Last time out, they beat Mitchell 45-44. Their offensive average, they average 44 points, and they only give up 40. So they've been in a lot of close games, this year with their opponents. They are the number 7 ranked team in 2A. So looking for a very quick and fast-paced matchup tonight with the Lady Senators.
At forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 24, Lily Crumpton. And at forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 34, Kendra Still. The Lady Musketeers coached by Mr. Michael McBride.
On the other side, we start with our normal starting lineup. Starting at point guard is the 5'5" senior guard, averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds, number 1, Hattie Griffiths. Also in the backcourt, the 5'7" junior putting up 8 points and 6.5 rebounds, number 3, Ryan Russell. Rounding out the backcourt in the 3-guard set is the 5'6" sophomore, number 5, Sarah Stice, chipping in 11.5 points and 2 rebounds. Starting for the Senators in the front court is the 5'10" senior forward, number 2, Maddie Bausman, averaging 11.5 points and 8 rebounds. Rounding out the starting lineup is the 5'11" junior forward, averaging 12 points and 8 rebounds a game, number 10, Cassidy Keltner. The Lady Senators are coached by Mr. Darren Russell, who is 51 and 36 in his 4 years here at West Washington. This team is the number 12 team in 1A and averaging 53 points a game. Like I said, the last time these two teams met, it was a 71-39 pounding by the Eastern Musketeers at Pekin. But 2 years ago, the Lady Senators were able to get out and beat the state champion Lady Musketeers here at Kermit Tower Gymnasium. Overall, in the past 15 years, Eastern has dominated. 17 wins to only 2 defeats over that 15-year span. So the Lady Senators need to get out and get points on the board early. Senators last time out beat Perry Central 53-47 in a game that was much more competitive than what was originally thought. So we're ready for the opening tip here.
This ought to be a good one, Craig. I'm really excited about this game tonight. The atmosphere, the little kids are here. You got a nice crowd. Get this game going. Get this crowd behind us.
Opening tip goes to Pekin.
Travel, there we go.
Start off quickly with a travel and a turnover.
Do you think we'll try to slow it down a little bit?
Well, usually Pekin is a full court pressing team, so we'll see. Out on top to Cassidy Keltner.
We're doing a real good job taking our time here, not rushing anything.
Bausman drives around, misses
Good
the open
move.
layup.
Good.
Hattie with the first 2 of the game.
Basket by number 1, Hattie Griffiths.
Point guard get her a rebound and 2 points.
Nice to see her back in action.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Hattie draws the assignment of guarding Isabel Claywell. Source 3, no good. Senators unable to get the rebound. They swing it around. Casey with the drive, but unable to get anything out of it. Hattie sets up in the offense. Goes to Russell. Russell down to Keltner. Keltner with a couple power dribbles. Up,
Good
gets
move,
fouled by Crumpton.
Cass will definitely be a mismatch for him all night.
Yeah, they don't have anybody who can really match her athletic ability down low, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. Keltner comes in 29 of 51 on the season, 56%. First one up and good.
Good.
Likes to score 3-0. Lady Senators out ahead.
Good start so far, Craig.
Second one short, unable to get it. We've got girls tied up on the floor. Sarah Stice in with Claywell. Going to stay with the Lady Senators. Maddie Bausman loops back around, comes back out to Russell. Russell from a deep three. Long, bounces into the hands of Shelby Patton. Patton to Claywell. Claywell brings it up.
Playing some good defense.
Three in the corner. That one's good. Okay, Kendra still for three. Stice into Keltner. Keltner does a nice job there.
Yeah, eventually they'll have to start doubling on that, you know what?
Yeah. Claywell down the lane, no good. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Claywell, that was Kendra Still.
Way off.
Keltner pushes the pace to Russell. Russell sets for three, lets that one fly, no good.
Hattie's doing a good job defending her.
Yeah. It's going to be a
don't foul, Cass. Good travel.
Good travel. Ball comes into Griffiths. Griffiths going to run the point here.
We have not made a turnover yet.
Swinging it around the top. That one taken away by Hattie. You jinxed it. You said we hadn't had one. There it is. Nice job by Claywell for two.
By 12, Isabel Claywell.
Turnover easy, leads to an easy basket on the other end. Good move, Ryan.
Russell goes up, is fouled on the attempt, so she's going to go to the line, shoot two.
Fouled on number 22, Brooklyn Casey, that's her first. Team second.
Casey picks up her first.
Ryan Russell, 2 shots.
Russell steps to the line, or on the season, she's 17 of 30. That one up and good.
Maybe that'll get her going right there. Seeing that ball go through the bucket. We need her hitting outside shots.
Second one is good.
Good steal,
Bausman with the steal.
Good job.
In for the layup.
Number 2, Maddie Bausman.
Right down the lane, no good. 24 with the rebound. Bousman with the rebound out of there. Pushes the pace. Very smartly pulls it out. 1 on 3. That one up and good by Bousman.
There we go. Now we're playing some
nice
basketball.
Little run. Like we said, they've got to get out early and get some points on the board.
We didn't have a stretch like this the other night when we played against Perry.
No.
It's good to see them coming out
well.
playing
Looked like a deep 3, gets into the lane, pops, no good. Gets her own rebound. Then drives baseline, up, no good.
Oh, come on, girls, rebound. You give anybody 3 chances, they're eventually going to put it in there.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we talked about, rebound, rebound, rebound.
Crumpton with the 2 there. Keltner turns, up, rolls around on the rim. Bousman with the rebound. Russell sets her feet,
Come on,
deep.
Ryan.
No good. There's a 3 by Patton. Bousman for 3. No good. Play well with the rebound. Drives.
Don't foul.
Going to get a foul picked up. I believe it's on Bousman.
Foul on number 2, Maddie Bowden, third worst. 15 first on the line will be number 12, Isabel Playwell, 2 shots.
Playwell steps to the line for her first free throw attempt of the evening. That one's up and no good. Playwell's second attempt up and good. Ties the score at 11. Same starting 5 that we start with. We haven't seen a sub yet.
Come on, Hattie.
With a nice back door for 2.
That was a good feed by Maddie.
They're going to have to double the bigs, which leaves a guard who can cut open. Swings it around. Still moving.
Our defense is looking pretty good, man.
Lady Musketeers are very content to work the ball around the perimeter out here. Keltner going to pick up a foul there. Underneath. 24, Lily Crumpton gets into her.
Foul on number 10, Cassie Keltner, first, team second on the line. 24, Lily Crumpton, 2 shots.
Only 2 fouls in the first period of play here. Crumpton steps to the line. First one up and good. Gives the Musketeers their first lead of the evening.
We don't want to lose this momentum.
No. Second one. No good. Keltner comes out with the ball.
We got the rebound.
That was a team rebound. It went to everybody. Stice for 3.
There
Bang.
you go, Sarah.
Number 5, Sarah Stice.
That's her first shot of the game.
Move the ball around the perimeter for 3, no good. Keltner going to pick up her second foul.
Fouls on number 10, Cassie Keltner, her second, team's third.
You know, I was thinking, sometimes I think when she gets that first foul, Darren ought to sub her right then. Tell her, say you just picked up your first one, because it seems like hers were coming really quick. You know, she'll get 1
2 in a row.
and then boom. You know.
Gracie Abels into the game with her first rebound. Bousman drives through the lane. Up, no good. Play well. Out ahead on the break.
Stop ball.
Ryan Russell going to get hit with her first personal foul.
I feel like we have a chance to take a charge here.
Ryan Russell, her first, team fourth. On the line is number 12, Isabel Cleveland. Please stop.
That one up and good. Brings the Musketeers to within 1. But the big key is the Lady Senator big, Cassidy Keltner, is on the bench with 2 fouls.
Move around, let's move around. Don't force anything. Man.
Up, too strong.
Another
Crumpton with
second
the
chance.
rebound.
And a foul.
Bowsman going to pick up the foul in the corner.
We're getting sloppy down here on the
Foul
offensive
on
end.
number 2, Maddie Bowman, her second, team's fifth.
Bowsman couldn't help that one, got up in the air, and then Claywell cut baseline, so. That one
Good
no
rebound,
good.
Sarah.
Sarah Stice with the rebound.
5 seconds.
Blocked to end the first period of play. We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break, let us catch our breath, and we will be back after the commercial for the second period of play.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Back to action here at the T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium on the Ron Smith Court. The West Washington Lady Senators hold to a 1-point lead to start the second period of play here against the Lady Musketeers of Eastern Pekin.
It was a good first quarter of basketball.
Claywell with the drive down the lane, up and good for 2. Hattie going to pick up a foul there.
Foul's on 1, Hattie Griffiths, her first, team 6. Basket's good for number 12, Isabel Claywell, at 1 shot.
Claywell has definitely been the spark plug for them, no doubt.
Yes. And everything was keep her out of the paint. That was right in there.
That one up, hits the back of the iron, but then rolls in. Eastern, I believe, has their first lead of the game here at 18-16. Bowsman to the corner, puts up the shot.
Take it. Is that 2 or 3?
2.
2?
Basket by
Makes it
number 2,
18-18, all tied. Claywell drives, kicks. Back to Claywell after they rolled around the outside. Into Crumpton.
Double dribble.
Going to get a double dribble. Turnover for the Lady Musketeers.
That was a good call.
Yeah, there can't be a complaint on that one.
She actually dribbled it, picked it up instead of just catching it off the bounce.
Lady Senators with the weave out top. Stice down the lane.
There you
Going
go,
to get
Sarah.
fouled. Go to the line for 2. Nice job by Stice getting down the lane.
That was on number 14, Shelby Pat, her first and team's third.
Patton picks up her first foul of the evening. Sarah Stice goes to the line. Coming into the game, 26 of 36 for 72%. That one too long. She does get a second attempt here, hopefully to break this tie. That one up and too strong. So we're not going to break the tie. Weave out on top for the Lady Musketeers, then they drop it into Crumpton. Crumpton into Gracie Abels. Bang, outside by Kendra Still.
So second three of the game.
Bousman down the lane, pulls up.
That's a good look.
You kind of feel the momentum changing here.
Yeah, we need to stop right here. That's an offensive foul.
Crumpton into the lane for two. Coach Russell going to call a quick 30-second timeout, get his Lady Senators back together. Looks like Cassidy Keltner going to check back into the game with her two fouls. So we're going to roll with our regular starting five with Maddie Bousman and Cassidy Keltner in the game with two fouls.
Yeah, I think he's seen he needs to make some kind of adjustment here. The momentum's definitely shifting a little bit.
Yeah. So the Lady Senators do go back with their regular starting lineup, even though Keltner and Bousman both have two fouls. Coach Russell rolling the dice here.
Yeah, they're going to play smart this last 6 minutes.
Keltner with a power dribble underneath.
Foul. There we go.
Unable to hit, but going to get fouled. 24. Picks up the foul. Lily Crumpton. Her second foul.
It'd be nice to get another one on her, too.
That one up and good.
In the game for the Musketeers is number 0, Shelby Casey.
Shelby Casey checks in to relieve Crumpton with her two fouls. Keltner's second one up and good. Pulls the Senators to within 3.
It's going to give him a little bit of trouble here.
Play well trying to break the press. Ends up passing to the middle just like he should. Underneath, no good. Shelby Casey with her first bucket. Oh, sorry, not Casey. Kendra Seal. Keltner underneath. Kicks opposite to Russell.
Man.
Russell for 3. Way long. Play well with the rebound out of there. Lady Musketeers pull it out and set up their offense.
Oh, right. Almost had it.
Musketeers working it around.
It's good defense right there. We've got to rebound the ball, though.
For 3, no good.
Another rebound.
Bousman comes out with that rebound. 4-on-1, Lady Senators.
And we got the size advantage here.
Lady Senators come back, set up their offense. Bousman up and good for 2.
Basket by number 2.
Pulls within 1.
They don't have a whole lot of answer for that, do they?
Nope. Which is probably why Salem and North Harrison gave them such an issue with their bigs. Shelby Patton gets on the scoreboard there. Gives her 5 for the evening.
Come on,
Keltner,
Cass.
too strong. Claywell with the rebound underneath. Pulls out and runs. Got a stop ball here. Kicks out.
Turnover.
That goes through, turnover. Lady Senators get possession back.
Need a bucket right here.
Stice tries to feed, unable to do so. Throws up a runner, no good. Bousman with the rebound.
Good.
Up and good.
That's number 2, Danny Bowden. Foul on number 12, Isabel Claywell, her first.
Claywell picks up her first on that. Maddie Bousman goes to the line, coming in 15 of 28. Up and good. Pulls the Lady Senators to within 2. 2:48 to go here.
Let's finish this half strong. Buckle down here. Get you some stops. Let's finish this last 3 minutes on a positive note.
With Lily Crumpton for the Musketeers on the bench, it's a whole different ball game. There's not the big inside to feed to.
How's it travel? Almost positive it was.
Double zero, Shelby Casey, no good. Russell comes out with the rebound after it bounces a couple of times. Pass turns, no good. Works it around.
They're content with kind of slowing
Yeah.
it down a little bit, ain't they?
Remember, they average in the 40s, so they want to keep this 20-point halves. Keltner, good defense. Ends up getting a block. Russell comes out with that board. Just a little over a minute to go. Lady Senators trail by 2.
Let's get a bucket here, Cass.
Keltner kicks it back out. Stice down the lane, no good. Patton breaks it up, swings it to Claywell. Claywell around to Casey. Casey back to Patton. In the corner to Claywell, where Hattie matches her up.
I'll probably be content with getting the last shot, maybe no.
Keltner does a nice job of stepping in front on that one. Goes all the way, no good.
That's over the back. Like I said, we got to call
Gonna get
something.
it. And over the back on one of the Lady Musketeers, number 14, Shelby Patton. That's her second.
Team 6. Substitution Senators, number 22, Gracie Abels.
Gracie Abels checks back in for Cassidy Keltner.
There we go.
Maddie underneath, no good. Seal comes out with the rebound. Claywell brings it up.
No.
For 3,
Good.
no good.
We got time. 3, 2.
No good by Maddie Bousman. We end the first half of play, 25-27. Lady Senators trail by 2. We're going to step aside here, a short commercial break from the IHSAA. We'll be back in just a moment with halftime stats.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life lessons. Sayings like, hard work pays off, patience is a virtue, and there are no shortcuts take on a whole new meaning once you've played sports. Competition toughens us up, too. It forces us to push ourselves, and it reminds us not to take anything in life for granted. At the end of the day, when the final whistle blows, sports teach lessons that can make us better athletes and teammates. More importantly, they teach us lessons that can help prepare us for life. So yeah, life is a game, and each of the more than 160,000 high school athletes in Indiana is better off for playing. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Back to live action here. We've got a half-court shot here by one of the Pekin fans. So we're going to see that. We also have the Little Lady Senators going to be announced.
It's got a chance.
Up.
Oh.
Looks good.
Thank you for playing. Okay, folks, tomorrow night.
Just a little bit off. So while Keith runs down our halftime stats, we're going to have the Lady Senators, the Little Lady Senators, announced. So when you see them walk out there, that's what's going on. Keith, break us down. Give us some stats.
For our stats, Hattie finished a half with 4 points. Maddie Bousman with 11. Ryan Russell 2. I'd like to see some more by her name. We need to get her going. She took several threes, just couldn't get one to fall. Sarah with 3, Cass with 5. As far as rebounds, I had Hattie for 2, Maddie for 3, Ryan for 0, Sarah for 2, Cassidy for 2, Gracie for 1. On the eastern side, Elizabeth Claywell's been doing some damage. She's got 9 points for the half. With her partner Kendra Steele with 10, Shelby Patton with 5, and Lily Crumpton with 1, which was really good to hold Lily Crumpton to 1 point and a half. Like I said, you can tell that Elizabeth Claywell is the girl they like to go to. She likes to attack the paint, kick out, and find open people. You got to contain her, and good things are going to happen. Our turnovers only got us for 3 in the half. We've been playing pretty clean, really. And I've got them for 5. So pretty clean played first half. 27-25. Thought that was a good half of basketball. Hopefully we can capitalize on it when we come out in the third quarter and take care of business.
That's the thing. You know, we wanted to get off to an early, quick start, and we did. But the problem was then come the second period of play, we weren't able to continue that streak. We slowed down and
got down by 5. I think got down by 5 and then battled our way back.
Battled our way back into the game. So it's one of those, you know, we started off exactly what we wanted to do, but we didn't continue that pace. We're going to let you guys listen in on the girls being announced. We're about 6 minutes away. We'll be back in a few minutes for some more of the halftime shows. Remember, if you want to nominate somebody to be on the fan cam, be sure to shoot us a message. We'll try to find them here in the crowd and put them on. Also, if you're someone who wants to sponsor, let us know that also. We'd like to give a shout out to our Lady Senator basketball sponsors. We've got Bat Farms, also Lynx Clothing and Shoes, which is our scoreboard sponsor. You see their logo down in our scoreboard. Also, John and Hannah Ledgerwood and Chris Long and family. Those people are the people who have stepped up and sponsored the Lady Senators for this basketball season. And like I said, we're going to step aside, have a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-46 4154. Link's Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
Back to live action here. We had a request on the fan cam. So we had some people who thought they could sit behind us and get away, but they couldn't.
Who we got back there?
It was Amanda Abels. So we got her on. And we also have AJ Combs sitting back there,
okay,
along with Parker Green. And I believe that's Christy Green there. I think that's who AJ's talking to. I can't see. And then
I can't really tell either.
So those were our fan cam people for the halftime. So we're going to jump back around. Once again, I'd like to say a special thank you to those sponsors who sponsor us all season for the Lady Senators. Lady Senators do start with the possession in the second half.
You know, it's kind of like the Salem game. We went in there, down by 2, right? Going into halftime, down by 2 at Salem, right?
Right.
And then we kind of talked about the first 3 minutes of the quarter was going to dictate pretty much what was going to happen, and the wheels kind of fell off. You know, hopefully we learn something from that, and that don't happen here tonight.
Exactly. That's the kind of start we don't want to have going.
We had a good half of basketball. Let's finish the deal. What's that?
Keltner gonna get a foul picked up. Gonna be Isabel Claywell. Lady Centers inbound the ball to Maddie Bausman. That one comes up way short. Crumpton with the rebound. Out to Claywell. Down to Crumpton in the post. Keltner up strong.
Good travel.
Be a travel.
That's good defense.
It's good defense there by Cassidy.
She's really playing smart with these 2 fouls.
Yeah.
And I hope I did not jinx her. She really is.
If she does, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, I know. But I think that whole thing is bogus anyway, that whole broadcast.
I don't know. It seems to hold true for us.
Yeah, I know.
There's going to be travel coming back the other way.
He said, do it my way.
Coach McBride is not happy with Lily Crumpton, the way she's going in the post. Musketeers working the ball around the outside. Claywell with the ball. Screen on Hattie. Screen back the other way for 3. That's good.
Oh, boy.
It's at 30-25, Lady Musketeers. Into Keltner. Keltner with the double. Out to Bausman.
Short.
Bausman way short.
I think somebody got a little tip of that one.
Claywell brings it up. Hattie turns.
They like to seem like attack, and if there's nothing there, they just pull it right back out and try it again.
They're a very patient team for being as young as they are. Most young teams want to jack up the shot as soon as somebody even pops open just a little bit.
Oh, that's a...
Shelby Patton with the drive, but then a walk.
That back-to-back-to-back travel.
Yeah. Hattie brings the ball in the front court. Off to Russell. Russell comes around to Stice. Stice down the lane. Nobody there.
Sarah.
Up
There
and
you
good
go.
for 2.
We need to get her going, too.
Yep. Into
Straight
Crumpton.
up, straight up, straight up.
Nice bucket by Crumpton. Back out to Griffiths up top. She works it around. To Russell. Russell off her own foot. That one going to go out of bounds. Lady Musketeers going to take over on the turnover.
Straight up.
For 3 from the corner, no good.
Good
Russell with the rebound. Comes out the other way. Stice to Bausman in the corner. Off of Keltner's hand. Now we've got Claywell driving, no good. Bausman with the rebound. Out front to Keltner. Keltner
Good.
Up, no good. Going to get 2.
Now on 22, Roman Casey, that's her team second. On the line for 2 shots will be number 10, Cassidy Keltner.
Keltner steps up to the line. That one up, no good. Lady Senators trying to cut into this 5-point lead. It seems like it's been 5 points this whole quarter.
Well, like I said, with the first half, I think we had it for 3 turnovers. We already got 2 in this quarter. So
we got a full timeout. We're going to step aside, hear a commercial from the IHSA. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here. Lady Senators do trail by 4. Run the weave out top. Senator Nation wanted to travel on
she
that.
She might have got away with one there.
Nice dump off to Crumpton for 2.
They moved the ball good. I'll give them that. We got to get a bucket down here. No, not that. No.
So we have a turnover on one end, and then it turns into a foul on the other end on Cassidy Keltner.
Foul number 10, Cassidy Keltner, third. Team first. On the line, number 12, Isabel Claywell, good shot.
Claywell steps to the line. That one up and good. Stretches the lead out to 7. That one up and good.
She's a good ball player.
Brooklyn Casey comes out of the game. Shelby Casey into the game. Bousman in the corner. No good.
Rebound, Ryan.
Ryan gets the foul. I think they're going to get, or Ryan gets the rebound. I think they're going to get Crumpton.
Number 24, Lily Crumpton is her third, team's third.
It's the third on Crumpton. Stice takes the ball out underneath. Into Russell. Russell trying to get an entry pass into Keltner, unable to do so. Repost. Goes back out around to Russell. Russell back to Hattie. Keltner unable to get that one. Bousman gets a hand on it. We're going to get tied up there. Jump ball going to go to the Lady Musketeers. Back in comes Brooklyn Casey. Out comes Crumpton.
mean, a bucket here turns this to a 10-point game.
Yep.
Or 11.
With a little bit of pressure there by the Lady Senators.
Good ball fake.
Claywell for three. No good. Keltner unable to get a hold of it, but it's going to go out on her. So it stays with the Lady Musketeers. Into Brooklyn Casey. Claywell gets the ball back in her hand. Comes out, sets up the offense again. Lady Senators have settled into a 2-3 zone here. Eastern content to work the ball around the top.
I think they'll be content if we set back in this to just take their time. They're patient.
That was Shelby Casey. No good. Rebound to Cassidy Keltner. Hattie comes up, sets up the offense.
I just don't like that entry pass from there.
There's not an angle at that.
We talk about that all the time. I mean, it's just, if it's a lob and it's once in a while, it's one thing, but it's just it's a tough one to make, man.
There's got to be more of an angle at that.
It seems like if we said it once, we've said it 100 times this year. People are probably like, "God, quit saying it." But
nice job by Keltner to get a hand on that one and knock it over.
I'm making sure I didn't miss nothing. I've only got us for 3 points this quarter.
Yeah, it was 25-27 at half.
That's not what you're looking for.
No. I'm sure Coach Russell is not happy about that one at all. There's a three. Sarah Stice comes out with the rebound. That's a much better entry pass. Russell for three.
Come on. Good rebound
Hattie
by
with
Hattie.
the rebound. Out to Maddie. Maddie back to Hattie.
Mike Claywell plays good defense too, doesn't she? That's a good pass.
Nice find there by Hattie. Nice dime drop to Cassidy Keltner.
Now get a stop here. I would think they would be fine with getting this last one.
Yeah.
Travel. There we go.
Travel there on Brooklyn Casey. So
well,
Senators get a chance. 5.8 left on the clock.
Capitalize on this one right here. Get some of that momentum back going into the fourth quarter. We need that. Get a shot up.
There it is. No good. So we're going to go into the fourth period of play here. Lady Senators do trail 36-30. We're going to step aside and have a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here. Lady Senators do trail by 6 going into the 4th quarter of play here. Hattie Griffiths brings the ball up. We're back to our regular starting 5. Nice feed into Keltner. Keltner brings it back out to Russell. Russell works around the top. Hattie with the turnover at the top. Goes down the lane, no good. Playwell with a nice rebound. That no good. Hattie unable to get a hand on that. So
3 chances at it.
Coach Russell going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick with it right here. That leaves him with 2 full timeouts in his pocket, where Coach McBride has all of his. He's got 2 30s and 3 full timeouts. He hasn't taken a timeout yet. So, Lady Senators definitely have to do something on the rebounding, because they've been out-rebounded tonight by a team that's not as big as they are.
Yeah.
That's one of the keys to victory was we've got to rebound, and we haven't done it.
Of course, I haven't kept up with second chance points, but I know
there's been quite a few.
It's hard to watch, talk, and write everything down at the same time, so it's a mess for me. But
Cass with a nice swipe. Russell gets it, brings it up. Into Bousman. Bousman, a couple of dribbles. Up, no good. Claywell gets the ball. She's out and running. Nice job of pulling it back out.
They got Sarah Gardner now. These two grew up playing against each other and together, and so they probably know each other pretty good.
Ball over the top, out to Brooklyn Casey. Going to be a foul underneath on Cassidy. Cassidy's 4th.
Foul on number 10, Cassie Keller, first quarter, and 10 seconds.
So we're going to see Lexi Griffiths check in along with Lily Crumpton.
14.
Tracy Abels comes in the game also.
Shelby Cash, substitute for the Senators is number 12, Lexi Griffiths, and number 22, Gracie Abels.
Second one too strong. Maddie Bousman with the rebound.
Lady Musketeers, number 24, Lily Crumpton.
Come on, Ryan.
Ryan up, no good.
Oh.
That ball goes through the hands of number 34, Kendra Sill. Bay Senators back on offense. Ryan working the point guard position here. Out to Stice. Stice to Lexi Griffiths. Lexi to Ryan. Ryan back to Stice. Reverses the dribble, goes down the lane, up.
Oh,
no good.
Almost.
22, Brooklyn Casey comes out with that rebound. Ahead to Claywell.
It's a thing, they don't have to be in a hurry to do it.
Nope. Claywell down the lane. No good. Maddie Bousman with the rebound. Bousman brings it up. Abels for 3. Bang!
Nice.
Looks like her dad's shooting.
No, I don't.
3 back the other way. Nobody rebounds.
Man, I'm telling you, we're giving them too many opportunities. You can't let a team this good get this many second chance opportunities and third chance opportunities. It takes a toll on you after a while.
3, no good. Maddie Bausman with the rebound.
Would be nice to get a bucket right here, man.
Yep.
Close this thing down. Squeeze it down a little bit.
Stice down the lane. Out to Russell. Around to Bausman. Bausman for 3. No good. Brooklyn Casey with the rebound. Coming back the other way. In the corner. Nice closeout.
Straight up, Maddie. Straight up.
Bausman
That's good defense.
Straight up. Going to get a hand on that ball. Keltner and Griffiths check back in. Looks like the Lady Senators are going to go with a 2-3 zone right here on this out-of-bounds play.
Well, like I said, there's only 4 minutes left, so we don't want to let them stand there with
that one
rebound.
No good.
There we go.
Hattie with a nice rebound. Drives baseline, no good.
Good.
Keltner up, no good.
Man, that was so close.
For 3.
Rebound.
No good. Gracie with the rebound.
Somebody needs to capitalize here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we've been stuck here for a little bit.
You can feel the momentum building. Play well with the steal. Gracie Abel's going to pick up the foul.
She would have just stood straight up and been a tough shot for her to make.
Hard to do, though. Everybody wants to swipe down at it, where if you just keep your hands up, you're in much better position, much better shape. Claywell goes to the line. First one up and good. Sarah Stice comes in for Gracie Abels.
Sarah Stice.
Second one up. That one's good too. Going to be a full timeout coming from the Lady Musketeers. We're going to step aside and let you take a look at our Bat Farms
Timeout is called by the Lady Musketeers.
picture, along with their good luck to the Lady Senators. Back to action here in T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium on Ron Smith Court. The Lady Senators trail by 6. 3:19 left to go here.
Like I said, they're leaving us the door open for us, man. We got to answer it. Man, oh man.
We got girls running into each other everywhere. Lady Senators are going to lose the possession there.
I mean, out of a timeout, coming out of a timeout.
They're giving Claywell a little bit of room to work. Into Crumpton. Crumpton with Keltner.
Travel. There we go.
Gonna have a travel coming back the other way. Still down 6. Lady Senators need a bucket. Swing it around the top. Stice at the free throw line, no good. Claywell with a rebound.
You better believe he's going to slow it down now.
Yeah. Looking at under 2, up 6.
We only got 3 team fouls.
In comes Gracie Abels, out goes Cassidy Keltner.
Yeah, we're going to have to start putting some fouls up on the board.
Yeah.
Go for a steal, but if you can't get it, I'd be
Quick
super aggressive.
steal.
Super aggressive right here. If you get the steal, coming right at us, Greg.
Yep. Those of you at home, that comes right into your TV set.
And you might as well be as aggressive as you can trying to get a steal here.
Now number 3, John Russell, her second. Team field.
Russell picks up her second. Ball inbounded to Crumpton, around to Claywell.
Travel! Is he not calling there?
Got saved with a reach in. I saw travel first, but
That wasn't even close.
yeah. Looks like it's going to be a little payback from the JV game. There was.
I didn't see Gibby up there. He even looked like, are you kidding me?
Senators doing a good job of inbounding denying the inbound.
So this is bonus right here.
Now we're at bonus. It's going to be 1-1. Jeannie Combs agrees with us at home. She says travel came first.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't hard to see, and he was standing right there in front of it.
Yeah.
We had 2 of them. Actually, he was here, and he was over there. And both of them.
At the line is Shelby Patton. First one up and good. Going to extend that lead to 7. Second one up, no good. Lady Senators unable to secure that rebound, but get it on the alternating possession on the jump ball. 1:26 left to go here. Lady Senators down 7.
We're going to have to work quick here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down the lane. Out top to Russell. Russell in the corner to Stice. Stice into Keltner. Keltner turns. Up, no good.
Try to get a steal here. Hattie's playing good defense on her.
Hattie going to pick up the foul right in front of the Eastern bench. We go 1-1. Claywell steps to the line.
good foul.
Free throws.
We
No
gotta
good.
go, though.
Keltner
We
comes
gotta
down
go.
with it. Hattie into the front court to Ryan. Ryan across to Maddie Bowsman. Maddie for a deep three. No good. Claywell with the rebound. Going to have a jump ball. Going to stay with Pekin. Eastern going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick right here with you. Lady Senators down by 7, 48.2 or 48.4 left to go. Gracie Abels checks back in for defensive purposes here. Coach McBride talking to his girls, making sure they know exactly what he wants from them. Up 7.
It's been a tough 2 quarters. We only mustered 8 points.
Yeah.
So that's 4 a quarter. That's not. He didn't win too many ball games scoring 4 points in a quarter.
Nope. Lady Senators go into a full court.
Oh, she's deep. Get that.
Gracie Abels playing center field there instead of her normal first base or pitcher. Able to come down with that one. Goes through Gracie's hand once.
You gotta get right. You know, something's gotta happen here. Somebody's gotta shoot.
Stice for 3. No good. Claywell with the rebound. Gracie Abels going to pick up that foul. Her second of the game. Isabel Claywell goes back to the line again. That one up and good. It's at 41-33. 29.6 left.
The game for the Senators, number 10, Jasmine Keltner.
Coach Bowsman getting his work out. He's handling all the subs here. Almost missed getting Cassidy back in on that one. So shot up and good by Claywell. 3-possession game. Over to Stice. Stice for 3. Bang.
There we go.
Quick timeout by Coach Russell. He'll be left with just 1 full. We're going to step aside to hear a commercial from Lynx Clothing and Shoes. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
Cassidy got 8.
Back to live action here. Lady Senators do trail by 6. So we're still looking for a quick turnover or a foul. Maddie Bowsman going to pick up that foul. Her 4th.
Double bonus.
10 here, so now we're at double bonus.
On the line, 2 shots, number 14, Shelby Patch.
Oh, Rita Lynx just complimented the ad there, so she's on watching one of our sponsors from Lynx Clothing and Shoes. Said she liked the ad that we did for her. So.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It does look good. Big shout out to them. Big thanks.
Yeah. So, Rita, actually, I need to be in contact with you. I've got some shirts that are supposed to be coming in sometime soon up there. So we're going to step aside, have another commercial break. We've got a Oh, sorry. No, we're not. It's a 30 seconds, so we're going to stick right here. 20.4 seconds left. Lady Musketeers up by 7 still, so they've held that 5-point lead and actually pushed 2 more through. So 7-point lead there. Lady Senators still fighting, still doing what they can, trying to keep this, trying to get this win, but it's going to be a tough hill to climb here, down 7 with just 20.4 seconds left.
But you know, overall, us taking care of the ball, I think this is the best game we've actually took care of it for a whole game.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've got us down for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turnovers. I might have missed a couple, but that's, I mean.
Yeah, that's still respectable.
Yeah.
Still way better than.
Sometimes we'll have that in a half.
Yeah. Keltner up and under, nice for 2. Going to get fouled also, so going to get a chance to go to the line. 11.6. Looking to cut the lead to 4. Coach McBride going to take a
they don't seem too
full
happy.
timeout. He does not. So we're going to step aside, have a short commercial break from the IHSAA. We'll be back in just a moment.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here. Lady Senators are down 5. Cassidy Keltner steps to the line.
Yeah, we were right. He wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Coach McBride.
Coach McBride was not happy at all with his sophomore Lily Crumpton.
He said, I told you to foul. But now why she's shooting.
Yeah. She did exactly what he said, except for the part where she's not shooting.
Oh, it's a turnover. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes.
Going to be a turnover there. Cassidy Keltner checks back in.
Well, you get a bucket here. You talking about pressure.
Yeah, 11.6.
Yeah.
Ball underneath. Lady Senators down 4. Game's not over yet.
Come on, Ryan. Oh.
That one blocked. So going to stay with the Lady Senators, 8.6.
Man, you imagine a shot fake right there? That girl would have been all over that. Fouled her. Oh, no, not a turnover.
Going to be a foul there. 14. Shelby Patton.
This is going to be one of those games you go back and you get the second chance points. Just, man, it's going to be so foul.
Got a 2-point bucket there. We're going to take another full timeout by the Lady Senators. We're going to step aside, have another commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, That's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit.
I don't think I'd let that
We're
play
going to come
well.
back in there. We definitely – go ahead, Keith.
No, go on, Kurt.
We definitely don't want Playwell to get the ball here. We're going to do everything we can to deny her the ball.
Even if I had to foul her. Oh, somebody get that. What is that?
Looks like we're going to get a foul on Patty.
I don't agree with that. Do you?
I don't.
Those balls just throwing in the air. It was coming down out of the sky. That's a tough call.
That's a tough call, but it stops the clock.
Yeah.
And allows us to inbound the ball after these free throws. 22, Brooklyn Casey steps to the line. That one up and good. Keltner comes in for Gracie Abels. Coach McBride.
He's going to try to ice her.
He's going to ice his own player here.
We've never seen nothing like this, but
so it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to stay right here. This is quite unique here, Keith. We've scored more points in the last minute than we had in the previous.
Yeah.
In the last minute than we had in the previous 2 quarters. So it's one of those that the Lady Senators are making a comeback, are doing all they can. Coach McBride is coaching up his girls the best he can to get them to close out this game. And the way they had played the game, it was one of those that they were very patient throughout the first 30 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden they kind of got sped up a little bit. So.
Yep. In times we're fighting time right now, because I think if this game lasts another minute and a half, 2 minutes, I feel like we're at the momentum going back our way.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna last that long. We got 2.8. I wouldn't be surprised if she don't miss this free throw on purpose.
Keith, I'll let you throw out my prediction right now that I called.
You need to say it now?
Yeah, go for it.
That might be the jinx.
Go for
maybe.
it. No, it's not the jinx. It's not the jinx. Remember, there isn't a broadcaster's jinx. You said that earlier.
You're right. Okay, well, he said it was going to be a 1-point victory by us on a Ryan Russell 3-pointer to win the game. Mine was us by 6, so he's looking a lot closer than I am right now, and his actually might come true.
Yeah. That one no good.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Well, Lady Senators end up dropping this game 43-41 to the Lady Musketeers of Eastern. My prediction did not come true, Keith, but it was worth a shot. It was a valiant effort there by the Lady Senators. They do end up dropping this one once again, like I said, by 2, 41-43 here at home. We're going to step aside to have a short commercial break from the IHSAA, and we will be back in just a moment with some stats and our post-game show.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life lessons. Sayings like, hard work pays off. Patience is a virtue. And there are no shortcuts take on a whole new meaning once you've played sports. Competition toughens us up, too. It forces us to push ourselves, and it reminds us not to take anything in life for granted. At the end of the day, when the final whistle blows, sports teach lessons that can make us better athletes and teammates. More importantly, they teach us lessons that can help prepare us for life. So yeah, life is a game, And each of the more than 160,000 high school athletes in Indiana is better off for playing. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Back to live action here at West Washington. Lady Senators do drop this one 43-41 to the Lady Musketeers. Keith, run down our whole game stats.
All right, I got Hattie Griffiths for 4 points. She got them all in the first half. Maddie Bowsman 11, hers all in the first half. Ryan Russell with 2, all in the first half. Sarah Stice for a total of 8. She had 5 in the second half. Cassidy Keltner finishes the game with 11, with 6 in the second half. Gracie Abels finishes the game with 3. On the other side, we got Isabella Claywell. She had 9 in the first half, finished the game with 20. Shelby Patton had 5 in the first half, finished the game with 7 points. Lily Compton only had 1 in the first half, finished the game with 5. And Kendra Steele, all her 10 points came in the first half. You know, I feel like that. With that being the number 2 team, right, in Class 2A?
Number 7
Number 7
yep.
in 2A. You know, I feel like we came out and had a good performance. You take a call here or there, or a shot going down here or there, you know, get a little momentum on your side. Second chance points, you know, that rebound that you needed to get to keep them from knocking out a big shot or getting that extra bucket. I mean, it all comes back to play. I feel like we were right there. If that game, like I said, would last another minute or so, I feel like that we had the upper hand. We were coming right back around, but we just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah, you could feel the momentum swing there, and you could feel the Lady Senators were getting back in the groove of things, but the clock just ran out on us. There wasn't the time there, and like we talked, you know, we had 5 points total in the second half going into the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. You know, and that we can't have that and expect to win many games. You know, it's just one of those that it just doesn't work out for us and doesn't work that way.
No, like I said, they're a good team. They're a good ball club. They'll probably do good things. They'll probably go real far. But you know, I mean, these are the games that if you get these notches, these wins under your belt, gives you that confidence, man. You know, like, hey, we beat number 7 ranked team in 2A.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Coach Russell getting ready, getting set here with getting headphones on and everything. He's getting flustered. We'll give him a second to get himself settled in here.
You got tricky headsets.
I didn't have them set out for you like normal. Coach Russell, your team comes in and you know, plays a good first half in the game. Starts off with a fast pace, does a great job there. You know, then Pekin comes back with a run of their own in the second quarter there. Go into halftime with you know, a 2-point deficit, and then it seems like the third quarter you just couldn't get the bucket to go, the ball to go in the bucket.
No, I mean we had a lot of shots, close range shots there in the third quarter. We just couldn't knock down, and you know, it's not from a lack of effort. You know, the girls played hard, but one of the main things we talked about at half was, you know, we got to block out. When you are in man, there is no excuse for not blocking your girl out, and you know, the second and third opportunities and points that they got there in the first half was the difference. And, you know, I think we're up probably 6 points going into half if we just block out. And that's what we just talked about in there right now was, you know, it's not the play at the end of the game. It's not in the second. It's a culmination of everything over the course of the entire game. And had we blocked out, if we had kept them from getting those second opportunities there in the first half, then, you know, we win this ball game. But again, I could not be any more proud of the fight in our kids to come back and make it a ball game there. You know, I've seen teams in the past be in that situation and just basically quit. And, you know, these girls didn't, and I'm very, very proud of them. Yeah,
the way that they were able to mount that comeback at the end of the game, you know, and the frantic substitutions that you were doing there to get, you know, Cassidy in the game and Gracie playing defense, you know. You know, your team fought the whole way down to the very end, you know, and just came up a little bit short, but it's not, like you said, it's not from lack of effort from your girls at all.
No, it's not. And the nice thing is after the way we've played the last couple of games, it was nice to see that type of effort, and that's what I told them in the locker room. We're back. The last 2 games, no. I have no idea what team that was, but it was a team I never want to see again. And, and that's what I told them, too. I said, you got to play with that intensity, play that hard all the time, and not save it until you're down. And, you do that and you need breaks. I mean, we got Gracie, we got Lexi that, played extremely well the other night. And, they can come in and give you those breaks, and we're not going to lose a whole lot.
Yeah. Cassidy Keltner played a heck of a game tonight. Battled foul trouble early. That's kind of a season-long issue with her. It'd be nice to keep her in the game the whole time, or at least a majority of the minutes. But then in the second half, she was able to kind of control that a little bit, stayed in a lot more. And played well with 11 points is what we had her for. She did a great job. Maddie Bausman, again, another one with a great job there. And Hattie coming back after her, spout with a little bit of injury, was 4 points, but handled most of the ball handling duty there. Your girls played well.
Yeah, they did, and I like the way that we took advantage. We was able to recognize where their weaknesses were. There was some size advantage when we got Crumpton in foul trouble. They had to put a small girl at guarding either Maddie or Cass or Gracie when she was in. You had to decide which one you was going to guard, or they were going to guard, and we had to recognize that and get the ball to get the offense started to the side where we had the mismatch, and we took advantage of that several times. So We did not play horrible tonight. A lot of areas we played extremely well. Probably the best game that we've had since the Salem game. So, there's things to learn from it, and that's what you want in December. You want to find things that you got to correct, and right now it's blocking out. But coming into this year, one of our goals is we want to peak come the end of January, because the last few years we've peaked in December, and I think this team's going to be different. I think they're ready to go. They're back refocused now, and should be a good next few weeks. And the thing they're excited about is we've got 5 games over the course of the next about 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. So they like the routine of practice play. They don't like these 3-4 days straight of practice. So hopefully we get back into the rhythm that we was in before Thanksgiving break.
And I was telling Craig, I think this is the best game y'all played with turnovers. I only had you for 8 turnovers the whole game. I might have missed a couple, I told him, but still 8 turnovers. Well, sometimes we usually get that in a half easy.
A quarter.
And I thought, a quarter.
We do that in a quarter.
But just watching them tonight, I'm telling you, it was they took care of the ball. It seemed like the turnovers came at costly times in the game.
Critical times.
Maybe just needed that bucket to get it within 2 or get it within 4. But I told Craig the same thing. 7th ranked team in 2A. I thought they did great. I really did.
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the way they came back. That's the big thing is they did not quit, and I don't expect this team to ever quit. I mean, that's not in their character. So, I'm proud of it. Now we get back and get ready for Orleans, another conference game next week, and after the Mitchell debacle, we can't have any more mess-ups in conference.
You dug yourself a hole, so now you gotta fight your way out of it, and hope for a little help from somebody else also, because that one loss, it's going to take 2 from somebody else, or you're going to tie for a championship.
Exactly.
So you're going to have some help from somebody else. So well, it is a school night, so we're going to let you get home and get ready for school tomorrow. But thank you for your time.
Thank you guys very much.
Keith, we're going to go ahead and name our player of the game, and I bet you can probably guess who we're going to pick. It is the junior center, Cassidy Keltner, who did score 11 points. She was kind of the battle in the middle for the Lady Senators. Did a great job tonight once she was able to get the foul trouble under control after the first quarter, where she picked up 2. So our Senator player of the game is Cassidy Keltner. And with that, Keith, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Any final thoughts, Keith?
Like I said, just build off this. This is not the end of the world. These girls they came a long way tonight in my mind. Like I said, I like the turnover thing. If you're taking care of the ball, if you just a few little odd end things go a different way, second chance points, different ball game.
Definitely, definitely. So with that, West Washington live stream is going to sign off. We're going to be back tomorrow with the boys taking on Paoli here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, and we will be on live around 7 o'clock with Misty Jones and Mark Gibson giving that call. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow.